Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson 10.
F15 PCA.
ATIP454.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord. Link in the description below. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Capcom announced the most ridiculous thing I've seen in a long time. A home arcade. It's like a plug and play. You know, there's tons of those now, but Capcom's doing like an official one. I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. I'm looking at the trailer, and it shows like two 6-button controllers and a big Capcom sign. I'm like, oh, okay, this is just like the opening, whatever. Then it shows the buttons moving around. I think I'm like, my God, is that the actual controller? It says Capcom.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
It's clunky.
So it's two big arcade sticks with a USB USB and a HDMI out, so you can play it on the screen, and it has built-in games, and it looks like a big Capcom sign. And how much was it? Like
$260.
That's a lot of money.
you can get a PS4, an Xbox One, and get a Switch.
Yep, for that.
And you can find these games just about anywhere. These aren't anything special.
Yeah, 1944
But
you can find,
let's go through the games, and then we'll talk about if they're winners or losers. 1944 classic shooter.
Yeah.
You can find it anywhere, though.
It's just one of them. Yeah. This is the biggest problem I have with this thing. It should have every version of all these games.
I think they should have over 100 games for that price. Easy.
So 1944, it's a good game. I played it a couple of times. Yeah. Alien vs. Predator. Super cool side-scrolling beat 'em up, but once you beat it once, and if you don't have friends to play with,
it's over.
And that also hurts it too. Is the fact that the thing is, they must cost a lot of money to get that license. Because they have to relicense that. It's crazy. That's why it's never been in a home console. It's the first time I ever got to a home port.
Armored Warriors. I have no idea what that is.
I actually played that. That's on the Capcom beat 'em up thing.
Oh, so do you want to buy it again?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's basically you get in like in these mechs, and you're like in mech suits.
So it's a side-scroller beat 'em up?
It's 2D, yeah. So fighting.
Capcom Sports Club. I remember a couple of those games, but nothing that... It's not Windjammers. No. It's not nothing like that.
No.
It's not Super Dodgeball. So it's just...
Or that one Golden Strike game.
Yeah, it's not any of those things. No. Captain Commando, again, a fun side-scrolling beat 'em up, but once you beat it one time...
But that's on the beat 'em up thing, too, and that was only $20.
Cyberbots. I don't know what that is. Darkstalkers. Love this game franchise.
They have all 3 games.
But I think it's just one of them.
Yeah.
I think just the first game.
That's ridiculous. It needs to. I think Darkstalkers, the third one, is probably the best.
Yeah, because you have Jetta in there.
Yeah. You have all the characters and all the super moves.
BB Hood.
Terrible. Yeah. Eco Fighters. I have no idea what that is. Final Fight, classic.
There's so many versions.
But why isn't there Final Fight 3? Arguably the best version of Final Fight.
Put all of them on there. Why not?
They should have Final Fight Guy, like the one they did for Super Nintendo.
And the one that's on Blockbuster.
Yeah, the Blockbuster exclusive. Final Fight 2, Final Fight 3.
Yeah.
Why not all of them?
Yep. By the way, if you would have done that, you would have upped your total like by a whole bunch.
Yeah. Ghouls and Ghosts, amazing game. Hard as balls.
Ghosts and Goblins, what about that?
But it only has Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah.
So it only has one version.
It's ridiculous.
Giga Wing, another shooter. Yeah. Good game, but once you beat it, Mega Man and Power Battles, horrible. This is actually the first actual terrible game on here.
Yes.
It's awful. Is that
the fighting one?
It's the Mega Man fighting game.
Yeah.
Awful. You're telling me they could have put Saturday Night Slam Masters on here?
That would have been kind of cool.
That would have been funny and different.
Or even you can put even World Heroes, that fighting game.
That's SNK.
Oh, is it SNK? Okay, yeah.
Pro Gear? I don't know what that is. It's probably another just beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, which is probably the best version of Street Fighter 2. But have every Street Fighter 1, Street Fighter 2, Champions Edition, Turbo, Super
Alphas.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo, all the alphas. They needed to have every Street Fighter.
And even Street Fighter 4 and 5. Why not?
Yeah, throw it all in there.
Strider. Okay, kind
Classic.
of a classic. I mean, I remember playing Strider for the first time on the Genesis, and it's just that the sprites are so big and the big attacks. But maybe
and the Super Nintendo version was totally different too. It's so weird. It didn't make the original.
And Puzzle Fighter,
which is okay.
That's your games.
No. I get 2 or 3 of those games. Yes, the rest of them they're okay, but you can find them in other places. Like
but
said.
I have personally bought Final Fight, Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, 13, 14 times in my life now.
At least 9, 10 times.
I don't need to buy that game anymore. I have it on so many consoles.
And I think this isn't even coming out in America. It's coming out everywhere else.
Yeah, we're not even getting it. But yeah, it's a big old Capcom, and it says Capcom, and I'm assuming the bottom is squishy or more of a softer material so you can have it on your lap. They could have done something so cool. Where are the Marvel vs. Capcom games?
I know.
How much better would it be? Keep the shape of Capcom so that maybe far away you can see it. Instead of having that, have all their characters from all their games.
Yeah,
on
like
there.
a giant mural on there.
On there. How cool would that be? Even better yet, have the background be like they're in an arcade.
Yeah.
And all the characters are doing stuff.
It'd be cool.
Boom, mind blown. I would pay money for that.
It's just as simple could be. Another thing I hate about it too, the buttons are clear, so you can't even really see the buttons.
Yeah.
So I want jab, straight, fierce, low kick, mid kick, and high and roundhouse. I want the 6 buttons. Now that they're clear, you can't even see them.
So it's like,
I think the design, while interesting, like if I had it hanging on my
but
wall,
it's a trophy piece. It's
a trophy. It's what you hang on your wall next to your statues and stuff that you buy.
You're from the video game exclusive statues.
I was reading that it has Wi-Fi. I'm like, that's kind of cool. Wi-Fi, so players can upload their scores to leaderboards.
That's not cool at all. That's like, come
stupid.
on. Yeah.
that's so old.
If this would be like $100 and like you really love the Capcom games, okay, maybe, but not $260. You're nuts. That's too much.
Yeah. You can get a real console for that.
Yeah. And people are bringing up the PlayStation Mini, saying like, yeah, this is another one of that, but more expensive. 16 games. Yeah. Are they out of their damn minds?
That should be like 100 games. I'll be honest with you.
50 games, and I'd still be. It really needs to be a ton of freaking games.
50 games and a better design.
And you can't update it at all. No way to update it.
Yeah. Why don't they make these things updatable?
Yeah.
Why not? What is killing them to like? Oh, you can hook up to your to the official Capcom website, and for $10.99 you can add a pack of the fighting game pack, and it adds a bunch of fighting games.
And what gets me more mad about this whole thing? Oh, they couldn't get the Marvel Capcom games because of the license. Well, they got Aliens and Predators, so they paid money for that.
Yeah.
So why can't they get the license for Marvel Capcom?
I don't know.
Yep.
Or even just it's just ridiculous. I think this is a nostalgia thing. Everyone's on these mini console. I think the PlayStation
think we're getting burned out now.
Was the step. You're falling off the cliff now, and this is you're hitting rocks on the way down with this stupid thing.
Yeah.
Remember the Neo Geo Mini? People were complaining about build quality and how people that's $400. You can find it for like $80 now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing also is too, the only one that did it right was Nintendo. I have to say. At least the build's good. The interface is perfect.
It had an interesting UI.
Yeah.
Where you could save states.
Yeah.
They gotta add all that kind of stuff.
And a cool interface. You could download the manual so you can actually look at
stuff like that's cool.
It was cool. Yeah.
But this is its own separate thing. I thought this was something you'd be able to plug into your PlayStation or your Xbox or your Switch. No, it's its own contained thing. So you plug it straight into the TV, and it's its own console.
If you buy this, the only time you're opening and playing is when your friends come over.
Yeah.
That's it. You're never going to play this.
And it's going to be to show off.
Yeah, you're going to play a couple of the fighting games, and then you're going to go to sleep, and then you're never going to use it again.
Yeah. For $260, no.
It's a complete mess. I guess for the collectors and the resellers, I suppose. But that's it. I can't see anyone with the passing. Yeah. Oh, I remember those beat 'em up games. Oh yeah. Then they look at the price. Oh no, thank you.
Yeah, if I go to a convention, I see it and it's for display. I'd play it for display, but I'm not gonna ever even buy it and entertain it.
I can see this thing falling in value super fast.
Oh yeah, it could get down to $80 quick.
Then it gets a little more reasonable.
Yeah.
But even then, it's kind of a ripoff for only 16 games.
Yeah.
And one of those games is Mega Man Battle Fight or whatever.
It's only 15 games. Let's be honest about that.
Can we just say it's 15 games? Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.